you have to have a basis before entering the media.
Exactly.
As a human,
Yeah.
you have to establish a certain amount of discipline, consistency. You know, it's a lot of things that you have to do on a personal note that people don't realize you have to do
Absolutely.
before entering the media. I got access to where all of this good and evil is presented. You feel me? So I could go and I could find some good in the media, and I could go and find some evil in the media.
Yeah, feel me? And that's where you become purposeful and intentional.
Right.
You can choose, oh no, I don't want to see that on my feed no more. Don't show me that no more. It's a choice.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just scroll past it like, all right, that was some, we're gonna scroll to the next one.
Facebook and all that, and you see all this say cheese and all of this stuff. People don't realize like it's a million accounts with the same name, same picture, same post.
Cooking make me look at it all. Ain't no A's or assistance, just days of persistence. Snow White nights turn to days in the kitchen. Battle tested, get paid is the mission.
You feel me?
So, with that being said, it's crazy because obviously most people want to use the route of social media to produce a source of income or a source of leeway for themselves.
Yeah.
Whatever element they're diving in, you know, career-wise or just like hobbies, you know?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I think people fail to realize that there's so much of a mixture of things just in general around the world. And with that alone, you got to understand, like I said, with your own negatives and positives, people have negatives and positives in their own categories.
Yeah.
So now when you're putting this all broadband just straight on like on the net, there's so many things you can just come across that's different. You can see a sport that you've never seen before, you feel me? Or you can see something that you feel me never knew existed, like all type of things. So you have people in these categories of things that have their own opinions on other things. So it's just so much of back and forth between this just, oh, I don't like that, so I'm gonna express my dislike for that and solely defend my, you feel me, liking towards this. Instead of just respecting or coming to terms with or agreeing to disagree that, okay, maybe I don't like that or whatever, but the fact that you enjoy that or you know, indulge in that specific thing, if that pleases you, I'm okay with
I'm not against
you know, being at peace with letting you do you even with all whatever hatred I have towards it. The media is just a broadband source of, everybody has kind of mainly the similar goal, like I said, to attract attention, whether it's for money or for just attention towards their personal finance, right? So then you compile all of this together with the deterioration of each, you know, like race or nationality, you know, because Black people not the only one that have people that don't like them, you know?
Right.
There's white people that's not liked by another type of person, you know? There's Mexican people that's not liked by this type of person. There's Puerto Rican people that's not liked by this, you know? So people have their own things going on within their own categories. And like I said, the media is just a broad band of all of that
all
being
that
pushed,
at once.
right? So you got to think, if these people have disruption in their own specific categories, and you're going to a place where you're going to see wide varieties of it because it's all mixed together, you're going to put yourself in a place of, you feel me, like I would call that mind state that I feel like you would be in, is like an analogy I had. Adam and Eve, she ate of the tree of good and evil, you know? So knowing good and evil, you understand what I'm saying? Good and evil. They didn't have to know good and evil. It was a reason you didn't eat of the tree of good and evil.
Right.
You feel me? You could eat of this tree and know good and evil.
Right.
Or you could just stay over here and enjoy the fruits of what you have, which is good. Appreciate what you have right now.
Right.
So I got access to where all of this good and evil is presented. You feel me? So I could go and I could find some good in the media, and I could go and find some evil in the media.
Yeah.
But if you take the media out of aspect, you only have what you have in your
environment.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, that's going to be controlled by, you never know. It could be controlled by you, or it could be controlled by someone else. But that solely depends on, now that becomes situational, because I'm not going to speak for all people.
Right.
But you could go down and trickle down from there. So if you don't know how to approach entering the media, I feel like it's just a complete place of deterioration.
Yeah.
Regardless of the means and direction you're using it for. Because it's all there, regardless.
That's interesting.
It's all gonna be there, regardless. You know the good and bad is gonna be there. So if you're using it for a positive note, you're still gonna have to see the bad in it, because anything that gets attention is gonna attract negative attention as well.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
To thrive in that field, you have to accept that, okay, there's gonna be a lot of negativity here too.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way I can create a balance in it is, what do I do? Either cut out the media and figure out what route you're gonna take, or know how to operate through the media to where it's like, okay, I know the bad is over here. Let me stay down this path and then even if it's like, okay, you can see stuff seeping in, the negative seeping in.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to critique it, and because and it's really just knowing what and what not to do when you're on there, when it comes to
definitely
what apps to have, what news you allow to trickle into your, when you going through Instagram or Facebook and all that, and you see all this say cheese and all of this stuff, people don't realize, like, it's a million accounts with the same name, same picture, same post.
Yeah, it's just copy and print.
Why are they doing that? Because you're consuming this information.
Attention.
You consuming all of this information. Mm-hmm. Whether you're on the good side of the media or not, you could have all your hobbies in your feed, and that's still gonna seep in. If you don't click it and hit not interested, it's just gonna keep seeping in.
You feel me? And that's where you become purposeful and intentional.
Right.
You can choose, oh no, I don't want to see that on my feed no more. Don't show me that no more. It's a choice. Yeah. But a lot of people just scroll past it, like, all right, that was we're gonna scroll to the next one.
Right.
You feel me?
So with that, with all of that, it's just like, I personally see that you kind of have to have a basis before entering the media.
Exactly.
As a human.
Yeah.
You have to establish a certain amount of discipline, consistency. It's a lot of things that you have to do on a personal note that people don't realize you have to do before entering the media. Because if you go there, because it's a place, it's not just...
It's just like everywhere else, any other environment.
It's a place, so... And anything that can take you to a place mentally is dangerous. It's dangerous. It's just as dangerous as going outside and putting yourself in a situation or a place where you get shot or stabbed or, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
This is an attack on your brain, because how your brain functions is going to contribute to how your body functions and how your actions, come to play. So you don't think that any of this is really pertaining to you until things start to fall in place.